This is Aaron with ANET Computers from ANETcomputers.com again. I have a potential fix for a possible problem you might be having with a video game, and this deals with Mass Effect. Mass Effect game. Can't get Mass Effect to play on Windows 7, and this was categorized as software problems. This is for a PC game. Can't get Mass Effect to play on Windows 7? You can download and install a most current patch for Mass Effect. If that does not resolve your issue, you can try upgrading your video card driver by going into your Windows 7 control panel. Let's go out to that link. I already have it opened. And EA Video Games owns BioWare, that company that makes Mass Effect, but I'm not a sponsor by them, or I don't make any money by talking about EA games or BioWare games or any video game mentioned in this blog post or tutorial or tip. So, information: Mass Effect 1 and Windows 7 or Windows 8. You need patch 1.02 to play. So if you have Mass Effect, the first version of it, and you're trying to get it to work on Windows 7 or Windows 8, it will not work unless you install patch 1.02 or higher. In order to play Mass Effect 1 on Windows 7 or Windows 8, please patch your game to the latest patch. You can check the file, quote, masseffect.exe, unquote, and make sure that it's dated July 17, 2009 or later. If it's older, you can download patch 1.02 here, and they have a hyperlink for it. If you get the error message, quote, Mass Effect not found, unquote, please run Origin as admin. To do that, close your Origin client if it is already running. Right-click on the Origin icon on your desktop and choose, quote, run as administrator, unquote, to start your Origin client. And they give thanks to a certain user for pointing that information out. If you still get, quote, Mass Effect not found, unquote, follow these steps. Number 1, open Notepad or any other text editor. Number 2, do a file and then save. Number 3, name the empty file, quote, Mass Effect Launcher, unquote. Number 4, close that file. Number 5, open Windows File Explorer and rename the file from masseffectlauncher.txt to masseffectlauncher.exe. Step number 6, copy the file masseffectlauncher.exe to the game's root program folder, which will be C:\program files x86/origin games/Mass Effect/. And then step number 7, run that 1.02 patch, and hopefully you will no longer receive that Mass Effect not found error. So back to my blog post. So hopefully by installing a most recent patch on your computer, whether it's Windows 7 or Windows 8, hopefully that will fix your issue of not being able to use Mass Effect. If not, you can try upgrading your video card driver by going into your Windows 7 control panel. In Device Manager, find and highlight your video display adapter or graphics adapter, and then you just double click it or you right click it and then select Properties. And then in a Properties tab, there should be an Upgrade Driver button. If you're using Windows Updates, then a most current driver should then download via Windows Updates. Let me give you another possible tip. If for whatever reason upgrading your video display, video card drivers through Control Panel or Device Manager, and then maybe there aren't any newer display drivers for your display card, or that didn't fix your issue, you can Google your video card. You need to know the make and model of your video card. Go out to Google or Bing and then look for your manufacturer's website and then look for more recent drivers for your video card. That might fix your issue of not being able to play Mass Effect on your Windows 7 or Windows 8 computer. And then finally, another option would be to try changing a Mass Effect desktop shortcut. It helps to learn how to talk, right? To make these tutorials. Okay. To, quote, run as administrator. So basically you just right-click your Mass Effect desktop shortcut and then select properties from that pop-up menu. Once you get into properties, you go to a compatibility tab in properties, and then you want to check, quote, run this program as an administrator, unquote, box. Then you click OK all the way out of that pop-up menu, and then try to run that program again. Sometimes you have to run older programs or certain programs for Windows 7 or Windows 8, and you have to run them in administrator mode. Then they will function. So hopefully with these tips, you are able to now play Mass Effect game on your Windows 7 and or Windows 8. You can always browse to anetcomputers.com for more potential fixes and tips to help you fix and solve your most common computer problems. Thank you for listening.